We're joined today by senior captain, co-captain of the men's soccer team, Jeremiah Leah. Jeremiah, thanks for joining us on the first day of classes, but the Vikings have a big match coming up Thursday and Saturday night at Harrington Field, hosting number 3 Azusa Pacific and then Point Loma, 2 really good West Region schools. How excited are you guys to get back on the pitch at Harrington Field against top competition?
Yeah, very excited. The last road trip was kind of funky with games on different days, and we felt like we performed very well throughout the season. Not necessarily getting the results we wanted in the games that we lost, but we still played really well. Looking to connect a full 90 minutes. We have really good spurts in games, and then sometimes we're not playing so well, so just looking to connect everything together is what we've been working on in training.
Coming off a big 4-3 overtime victory over a very good program in Colorado School of Mines, did that kind of lift you guys up to go into this 9-day break where you had some training, got ready for school, knowing that these big matches were ahead of you, and then right after that, it's the GNAC season?
That was a really good game. They scored on 3 corners, and that's something we've been working on, is defending corners. And overall, we showed that we have some resiliency, which is a big thing. And we have some older players in our group and some younger players. And I thought some of the younger players stepped up really well, especially like Dakota and Theo, who's a freshman. They've been playing really well, and it's nice to see that once some people get subbed off, there's really no drop in play. And having those different components shows kind of the depth of the team and the squad overall.
Thursday night lights, Harrington Field, Azusa Pacific comes in. You guys lost 2-0 at their place. They're a very good program. They went to the West Regional Final last year. You excited to play against a program like that on your home turf?
Very excited. We're really excited to be back at Harrington. And the game last year at Azusa was really hot, kind of coming after that big win at Point Loma and kind of adverse conditions. So we're really excited to be at home and show that we can compete with the top 5 teams in the country. So
great. Today is the first day of classes at Western. You are in a little bit different role here. You started your MBA this summer, your second quarter of that. How's that been going? You're going through it with some other student athletes, and what's that been like for you so far?
It's a lot of time. Undergraduate was a lot of work, and graduate school is even more work. So just putting in the time, and time management has something that's been really important to me throughout this summer, and finding what's important to you, and just lots of time in the classroom. And there's times in the morning where I open up the lab and turn on the lights and then close down the lab at night in the same day. So just making time, for what's important. So.
You going through it with May Thung in the volleyball program and Costel David, a javelin thrower on the track and field program. How is it like going through it with them, knowing they're also student athletes? They also have the schedule that you do, especially May in the fall. A lot of questions to each other, a lot of kind of bouncing ideas off of each other.
It's really nice to have some familiar faces, especially with May and I being in season right now, because still kind of in the off season. When we have to miss, we've talked to him about, he sends us his notes and even videos a lecture for us. So it's nice to have kind of contrasting seasons and people who understand how it's like to be, a student athlete, let alone a student is hard enough, but being an athlete isn't an added component.
You're a super senior, you redshirted your freshman year. Now you're a 3-time team captain, a graduate already of Western. What's this whole experience been like for you?
Yeah, it's kind of surreal for it to almost be over. Honestly, it's cliche, but it feels like yesterday, just coming into the program and moving into the dorms. And I've seen my role progress throughout the years from more of, learning from the older players to I am the older player, and how can I help players develop throughout the years? Because when I'm done with Western, I want to be known as a great player, but I want my legacy to live on, as a person, and how I influence these players on and off the pitch to grow into young men, as they develop throughout their careers as well.
Perfect. Jeremiah, thank you for being a model student athlete and for joining us today. Good luck the whole season, but we'll be cheering you on Thursday and Saturday at Harrington Field, 2 7:00 matches. Let's get the Western community out and support the Vikings.
Thank you. Go Vikes.